Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here. Today, we're back with another video on Sonic Speed Simulator, but today, we're not playing the game because, we have some stuff to talk about regarding the game, and it's not good at all, not good in the slightest. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Speed Simulator, it was alright at first, but honestly, I don't really play the game, like, at all anymore because, I don't know, it's just being kind of boring, but you know what? This news today probably will finish the game off for a lot of people. Now, this news isn't really regarding the game itself, but more so behind the scenes and everything with the developers. So yeah, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the news at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush. So here we have a user called Digi Purgatory, coming out with my experience on GameFam, the developers of Sonic Speed Simulator. To begin with this whole situation with GameFam, they are a predatory company that tries to create a monopoly on the Roblox site by buying out other games and integrating them into their company. I would not generally trust them if they approach you with an offer to advertise your game, especially now of all times. Not only try to create a monopoly, but they underpay some of their positions in this market. Some 3D artists like me are paid $17 an hour with a salary of $30k a year. In this industry, most of the standard is at least $35 an hour with a salary of $75k. While I was employed under GameFam, it was a constant struggle due to heavy crunching in the development team, because we were mandated to update Sonic Speed Simulator every week. This was a heavy toll on my mental and physical self, as I had to devote a lot of time to not just the development of the game, but also because I take care of my dad. And I tried to explain this to the team and higher ups, and they mostly understood my situation. I eventually was cut from full-time to half-time hours, without any notice. They have absolutely no communication when it comes to decisions, and when I tried speaking about the matter as professionally as I could, with human resources, I was basically just ghosted. So yeah, so far things are looking all that great. For starters, GameFam just seemed to be a very greedy company, and then on top of that, just not treating the workers right at all. Like, that's crossing the line right there. Like, come on, that's not good. But we're not done yet because things get a lot worse. Essentially, I slaved away every week, working the nights while also taking care of my dad, who has complications due to reasons, putting in my best effort and working to every task, just to be belittled and ignored and put on a half time, cutting my pay in half. So not only do I go from 17 an hour, which is just not even half of the salary of a 3D artist, I get cut in half even more. At that point, it's just more than robbing me of my time and money. At the end of October, I ended up working on the Hedgehog update for Sonic Speed Simulator. I worked hard to get the animation to the highest quality that I could. When I submit my work to be used in the game, I get a notice I was terminated from the company that I did not even notice until the next Monday to check on my task for the week. And to add insult to injury, they show off the last asset I heavily worked on their Twitter here. So you can see right there, things have just got even worse. So not only have they been halved of the salary, but halved again, so getting paid a quarter of it. So that's just pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. And then furthermore, they're getting terminated from the company with barely any week's notice, like at all. Like, that's just ridiculous. And then to rub the salt in their wound even further, they're going to show off the work that they made after they were terminated from the company, which is just bizarre to me. Like, that is some horrible management, man. Absolutely horrible. This person worked hard on those animations, and then as soon as they get left from the company, GameFam's going to take credit for that and just show it off as if they did it themselves. No. That is unacceptable, man. Like, what is that? I'm still struggling financially to support my dad and family financially because of this. TLDR, GameFam is a predatory company that underpays their employees, has barely any to zero communication with their employees either. So after all those horrible things we just heard about GameFam right now, you'd think that things couldn't possibly get worse, right? Well, you know what? You're damn wrong. Because we see a tweet right here from snick_WT. Something to know about DG's situation. GameFam Studios knowingly broke their own contract when terminating him. They did not give him a 10-day notice, and in fact sent him his termination notice 3 days after he was let go. So we can see the email right here. This email will serve as notice that GameFam is terminating your employment as of Friday, October 28th, 2022. Your final check was deposited into your account on Friday, October 28th, 2022. Your paycheck's access has been terminated. Additionally, your GameFam email address has been terminated. You'll be removed from any company Discord servers. Feedback is that it came down to your reliability. Communication was poor in that it took a long time to respond, and sometimes no responses were received. Additionally, time estimates were inaccurate, which made it hard to plan for production. We understand that you have personal obligations right now that make it priority. If/when that situation changes, feel free to reach out. Thank you for your service. We wish you the best. And then yeah, we can see the top right there. Monday, October 31st. That isn't 10 days at all. That's 3 days. And we can see right here, the rules at GameFam even have a termination. Subject to Section 19, Survival. If GameFam breaches a material provision of this agreement, contractor may terminate this agreement after first delivering written notice to GameFam party, specifying the breach, providing at least 30 calendar days to cure the breach. GameFam may terminate this agreement or a service term at any time with or without cause upon 10 calendar days. Written notice to contractor. GameFam shall pay contractor all undisputed amounts due for the service completed through the date of termination. So not only are GameFam doing something as stupid as this, but they're breaking their own rules while doing it at the same time. Like, what on earth are they playing at? Like, that is some strange stuff right there, man. Now you might be wondering, what the hell is GameFam doing about this? I mean, this is all public, so surely GameFam would have responded, right? Well, surprisingly, you'd be right, because they've actually went ahead and fixed everything with their own statement about recent events surrounding GameFam. Just kidding, because it fixes absolutely nothing. This entire thing is about praising the company. That's right. Nothing about being sorry or acknowledging the fact that these events have even happened recently. No. I don't get this. And it's not like they didn't know about this entire thing, because they turn replies off for this tweet. And this isn't the only one either. They've been doing it for a bunch of tweets, so clearly they know about it, but they're just ignoring it, thinking that if they ignore it, it's gonna go away, when they're damn wrong about that. What's funny about this statement from GameFam here is that somebody query tweets them with this right here. This is a lie. I was laid off without warning, not even given a 2 weeks notice. Here they're saying they never laid anyone off before. BS. Not even gonna apologize, just defend yourself. Wow. This company, they sure are something. Sure are something, alright. See, as a whole, this whole situation is just terrible, man. Terrible. And this situation has gotten so bad that even the voice of Sonic from Sonic Prime, Devon Mack, has even replied to it. Saddened to hear this. Employees deserve fair pay. And if Devon Mack, the voice of Sonic in Prime, is even talking about this makes me think about Sega, because obviously Sega are the ones who kind of work with GameFam, not entirely because GameFam are the developers here, but they kind of just work together with the GameFam to get this Sonic Speed Simulator game out, but clearly GameFam is having massive issues here, so what is Sega gonna do about this? Are they gonna start working with the GameFam or continue? Because if they just cut GameFam off, what's gonna happen with Sonic Speed Simulator? I have no idea. I don't know if Sega's gonna get the game shut down, especially when it kind of gives some revenue or something. I don't even know how the game works, to be honest with you. How much involvement Sega actually has in it, and what GameFam actually does for the game, and how it turns into revenue for Sega, but I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. But then on the flip side, if Sega continues to work with GameFam, that might seem a bit dodgy from our side. I don't know, just seeing that Sega are going to continue to work with GameFam even after all this controversy, so I don't really know what's going to happen with Sonic Speed Simulator after this. I mean, GameFam seem to be doing absolutely nothing about this whole situation. I mean, maybe by the time this video goes up and onwards, they'll do something about it, then I might make a follow-up video, I don't know, but right now, I don't know what's going on with this situation, right? I don't know what's going to happen with the game. But if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't think the game's gonna get shut down just because of this situation, because the majority of people who play Roblox Speed Simulator are basically kids, and yeah, let's be honest here, kids don't really care about what goes on behind the scenes with games. If the game's fun, then they're gonna play it, aren't they? Nothing's gonna stop them from enjoying anything, to be honest with you. So while kids are gonna continue to play the game, I think the people who are more mature and people like me and you, who obviously understand the situation, should definitely be a lot more vocal about it and spread the word. Because we can't have stuff like this happen, like, no. That could possibly paint a bad reputation for Sonic too. People might twist it in saying that Sonic is bad or something, so yeah, this whole situation needs to be terminated. And this time, there'll be no days of warning beforehand. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. So yes, this whole situation with GameFam and Sonic Speed Simulator is just very horrible, man, very horrible. Once again, companies are treating their employees with respect that they actually deserve and paying them properly, which is just abysmal, especially when you have people like this with a lot of problems in their lives that need sorting out, and then having companies like GameFam make that situation even worse for them. Like, that's just not a nice feeling at all, man. Like, that should not be okay, like, at all. So yeah, the message from this video to you is that don't support Sonic Speed Simulator anymore. Companies like GameFam should not deserve any sort of respect in the slightest. If you want to play a good open world Sonic game, then, I mean, Sonic Frontiers is sat right there. I'm just saying, it is a much better game. Trust me, you will not regret it at all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed by pressing that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I will see you all next time. Peace!